So today's video is about how much you can earn as a real estate agent in the UK in 2024. So you're here for a reason. You're thinking about this as either a career or you're comparing your salary to the rest of the market. You want to know whether you're getting the rewards that you should be getting for the work that you're putting in. And by the way, when I'm looking for people, I'm looking for people that are happy, but they don't feel like their potential is being reached where they are. And if your potential is not being reached where you are, you're not going to be earning and getting the rewards and the return of your investment at the right level. And that's really where there are three stages to what you can earn. There's being employed, there's being self-employed, and there's being a business owner. Three very different roles of earning in a estate agency. So let me break that down for you. So the first one is being employed. Now take me back to 1996 when I first started as a trainee. My basic salary was £6,000. I had to pass my driving test to get my license, so I could then go from £6,000 to an £8,000 base salary, with an OTE in year one of about £10,000 for 100 hours a week. That's what it felt like. But I absolutely loved the job. I passed my test first time, I got my increase, I started earning commission, and off we were going. Now that was in 1996. 2024 is a bit different. You'll probably find in a lot of employed roles in a estate agency, you should be earning OTEs of anywhere between 25,000 and maybe even up to around 100,000. But that really does depend on the impact your role has on the bottom and the top line. So if you're bringing in your business £300,000 and you're earning 25,000, you're not on the right salary. But if you're earning £300,000 for your organisation and you're getting £100,000, you're about right, in my opinion. So it all depends on your experience. Most juniors would come in on a fairly low base salary, trainee salary, anywhere between 16 and 18,000, in that kind of ballpark, with enough commission to take you past 20,000. Because year one is where you learn, and learn. Year two is where you really implement what you've learned to then start to earn the salaries that give you the rewards. Some people have said to me over the years, I want to earn more. The simple question in an estate agency is you need to sell more. That's the deal. You should be very, 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 very clear about this. Estate agency is like being self-employed in any of the roles that I've just described. Always think, even if you're employed, that this is your mini business. You are your mini business. That's my experience of 28 years of working in this industry. I've always looked at every role as if it's just Matt Giggs' business. Even when I was new to the industry, every client, my vision was to give them the best experience and the wow service, because they will come back at some point. They will recommend me at some point. And further down the line in 2012, when I launched my first business in the town that I first started in, I had people coming back to me that far down the line. And that's the impact and the most special thing about being a great estate agent. So think about your income in reflection to your impact. The more you impact, influence, and help the business achieve its income targets, the more valuable you will become. So, the employed role, what does that look like? It looks like you coming in ready to show up every single day. What your company teaches you, you implement, and that's where your return of investment will grow. It won't grow with you just sitting there waiting for roast duck to fly in mouth. We're in a commission industry, we're in a performance industry. It's important you understand that being employed in a estate agency is like being self-employed regardless. Don't think, oh, well, I'm employed, I've got no real income to achieve, or I can't earn as much as I need to. Bullshit, right? I've worked in employed roles for many, many years, decades in a estate agency, and I've always generally earned my value. If you're not earning your value, find somewhere that will give you that return. Because believe me, there are very few great agents in the UK. And what I mean by that, people that add value, influence, and they generally create and generate income. There are a lot of people that do this. Hello, yeah, no problem at all. Let me just set up a viewing for you and I'll get that arranged, and you can go and have a look, and I'll see you there at 4 o'clock on Wednesday. There's loads of that going on. That's not a estate agency. You're not customer service. That's expected. You are here. Let me tell you right now, it's about the experience that you deliver, how you make people feel. That phone call is a typical example of a facilitation exercise in an estate agency today. And the trouble with this employed mentality, it can often be they go in with this perception that I'm here to be told what to do. Bullshit. You're there to achieve your goals. Your goals should be linked to the business goals. You're here to deliver an experience for everybody that gets in touch with you. Everybody, every email, every message, every time you go out there in the field, what can you achieve? Well, the main thing to achieve is to leave that person thinking this word about you. Wow. Because wow, that's the goal. That's the experience. That's the place where the Holy Grail arrives. That's where you'll be on the big bucks, the money. You'll be earning extremely well as an employed agent because your company will not want to let you go. There's not a company in the UK that employs estate agents that has someone in their team that delivers results and a wow experience and they'll just let them ride. No, they'll look after you, they'll nurture you, they'll give you the rewards, everything you need to continue on your journey to excellence. So even if you're employed, do not think that you're employed. Think that you're self-employed. All the time. All this bullshit and commotion on social media. You need to be self-employed. You can pick the kids up. You can drop them off. Bullshit. Some of the best experiences that I've worked, my memories, things that make me feel alive when I look back, it's working in a team. With a group of people that are like-minded. They love what they do. They work well together. They listen when you're on your bad day. They're there to support you on the good times. They're there all the time as a team. They're the ones. You go out after work. You have get-togethers. You become friends. I'm telling you now, this lonely bullshit thing that everyone's trying to sell out there, don't fall for it, right? I'm telling you right now, be your best. Be in amongst an environment. Your environment's critical to your success. That energy you get from others. We are in a people industry. If you're not around people feeling that energy and that vibe, what are you around? No one. The news, the radio, the dog, the cat, the postman, Amazon. So being employed, being self-employed, being a business owner, they're the 3 critical steps. So coming back into that, your salary will be somewhere between 25 and 100,000. On average, probably between 40 and 50,000 if you're of a seniorish role in a estate agency selling houses with a base salary plus commission. The base salary plus commission can often be a reflection of 50-50 or 75-25, depending on the organisation's focus. Let's go into the next level, self-employed. Oh my God, here we go. Right, yeah, let's just cash some checks for 100,000. Just show up, do an hour's work, pitch in, maybe have a coffee, pop to the town, maybe go and play some squash, have a little jog around the car, quick 5K, off you do, come back, a couple of little emails. Maybe I might just hop on, do a little cheeky video, and there's my 100 grand a year. That is such a load of shit. If you're going to earn 100 grand a year in any area of a estate agency around the UK, you're going to have to work your socks off. Because even if you're in the higher end market, you're talking at least 4 or 5 completions for a year. At least. And you're talking 20, 25 grand average fees, which means you've got to be charging in the region of 2%. To do that, you need some guts, experience, and something that's going to be valuable to the customer who's going to invest in you. If you're going to be doing it across the middle or lower markets, you've got to then increase your volume. You're going to be doing somewhere in the region of 30, 40, 50 sale completions a year to give you the return. Because you don't earn the 100 grand you get, you've got to pay tax, tax and tax. Then you've got to pay for your car. Then you've got to pay for your phone. Then you've got to pay for your tax on your car, your insurance, your tyres, all of the above. I know it sounds like an amazing dream. Go and work on your own, sit on your own all day and earn yourself 100 grand a year. Whoa, I can't wait for that. Or why don't you come in and work for a decent employer in a estate agency who will invest the same in you but give you all the tools. They'll give you all the training, the support, the guidance, and they'll help elevate you to that place where you haven't got the stress of paying your own bills on top of your own earnings. Don't fall for it, guys. There's so many great self-employed agents out there, and there's some great companies that are hiring people to go and release themselves into the self-employed estate agent market with class and with precision, with plans, with forecasts, with training, with development. If you're going to go down this route, which I suggest some should, for sure, if it fits your needs, you should do it. You will earn more in that model than you will possibly being employed. But that's not for everyone. Remember your environment. Those things are really important. So from self-employed, when I was self-employed, when I first started gigs, within a year I had a team of 6. Within that first year I hired a manager. And then I started to step into the next level, which is business ownership. Business ownership, I've earned a lot in some years and a lot less in others. And I can just quote you on 2023 when we talk about that, because you have to make cutbacks. Sometimes you have to also accelerate forward during those markets and just, I suppose, hold your nerve is the best way of describing it. So being a business owner doesn't necessarily mean you're going to suddenly make millions and millions of pounds. It's a different role entirely. You're coming away from the front line and you spend most of your time working on your business, not in the business. When you're in the business, you're more agent. When you're on it, you're more manager/leader. But if you're a business owner, you've usually got someone in your team that can manage the mission, manage the things that are needing to be done consistently well for you to achieve and to obtain and attain that vision that you've set for you, your business and your team. I know business owners in a estate agency that are earning well in excess of £1 million. And they've built themselves a really solid foundation. And now in business ownership in a estate agency, it's probably equally the biggest, most volatile up and down scenario that you can go through, where you can feel the loneliest person in the whole wide world, which is why I mentor up to 5 business owners every month. I am their secret weapon. I'm in there behind closed doors. No one knows about me. I'm their silent partner. I'm the one that they go to. Like I had a call this morning from a business owner. He's called me this morning, his business partner. He's had a bit of a falling out. Within an hour, he's gone back to the business partner. They've had a conversation. All things are rosy. Everyone's moving forward. It's not easy. None of the levels are easy. Estate agency isn't easy, but real estate agency is not dead. It's very much alive. In the last 4 or 5 months, I've been back in the field seeing how it really works again. And what I've realised that nothing's changed in the last 28 years, not in the real crunch point of being a great estate agent. My advice to you is whether you're coming in or you're working on, is to never forget who you are. Be you, be your best version of yourself, be open to learning, continue to improve, make sure you know what your vision, mission and values are, and go for it every single day. So I hope you liked this video about how much can you earn in 2024 as a UK real estate agent. And I say real because you've got to be real first. So please like, comment, subscribe. Be aware that these videos are free for you to use and implement. Be a part of my community. Let's go on this journey together. We're here to make each other better in the future of estate agency in the UK.